Barcelona fans worldwide, welcome back to the Kulak Cast. I am your host, Jude. Thank you for joining me today as we talk about this game, this round of 16 match, Barcelona versus Racing Santander, in which we saw Barcelona pull away with a 2-0 victory. It's a lot closer than we like, a lot closer than we wanted, but we know these things can happen. It's a knockout round tie. Everyone is going to give it their best shot. It doesn't matter if you're first division or second division. And they really did. And the energy in the stadium was great, and they were behind their team 100%. And it made it a really difficult tie for Barcelona. And I think Barcelona helped them a lot too in this game because they played a largely ineffective game. But as Hansi Flick's side has shown, time and time again, in most games they're able to do just what they need to do to walk away with a victory and pull one out. And that's what we saw today. So I'll go over my key takeaways from today's game, starting with just how I couldn't count how many touches Ferran Torres got in the 65 minutes of play in which he was on the field. But my guess is if I had to count how many touches he got, I could probably count it on one hand. It didn't seem like there were that many. It just, he couldn't get a good ball played into him for him to do something with. Olmo tried many times. Lamine Yamal tried many times. Just no one could seem to find him in a positive play for him to either get a shot on goal or create something. And it spoke largely to the ineffectiveness of this team to create today. They certainly were in control of the game most of the game and were protagonists and trying to get a goal, but they just couldn't create something real. Racing, I'll give them their credit too, played a very solid defensive game, but you certainly expect more from this team. And I mean, I wouldn't put that fault really on Ferran Torres because it was very telling that the first real chance he got from that beautiful pass played by Fermin Torres Fermin Lopez in the 65th minute to find him as he was running in behind. He finished very clinically, rounded the keeper, scored, put it in the back of the net, and then he was subbed off, right? So I think he did what he could with the service that he got, but they were just ineffective in just those final 2 or 3 passes as a team today, and it really, really shone. And then speaking on that, I'll talk about Rashford, and I thought he was very ineffective on that left side. I really want to see more out of him. I think he's had really good moments this season, but I think too often he can't run at players and beat them one-on-one effectively. He gives the ball away very easily too often. I will give him credit. He did have a great ball that he played into the box in the first half where he kind of whipped it in and basically put it on the platter for Olmo to just get a touch on it, a good touch on it, and it would have been a goal, and Olmo let him down really badly. And so I wouldn't put that on Rashford, but that was the only positive thing I saw Rashford do in his time on the field. And honestly, I think this Barcelona team relies on being dynamic with Lamine Yamal and whoever's playing on that other side from him. Because Lamine is going to be that player who can take players on, can dribble past players, create, interplay, all those kind of things. And I think he thrives when Rafinha's on the other side, just being that guy who's willing to make all the runs, wait for the service, receive a long ball, and do something with it, whether that's getting a good shot on target and scoring, or passing, making a decisive pass to assist one of the other players on the team. I think that's kind of what they need to keep teams on their toes, and I wish Rashford would do more of that when he plays and he's on that left side, making those runs in behind. He definitely has a pace for it. He is one of the faster players on the field every time he plays, but I think he hampers himself too much by being too lackadaisical and just wanting to get touches on the ball and pass around and maybe like slowly progress the ball. You don't really see him make too many or make as many runs um, into space as you see Rafinha do. And I get it, not everyone can be Rafinha. Rafinha plays with so much heart. He seems like he never gets tired and he's just always willing and never loses motivation to make those runs in behind. And I just wish and I want to see Rashford do that a little bit more. Another thing that stood out for me is the midfield really missed Frankie and Pedri, and the creativity that they bring into there. That said, I was really happy to see Mark Bernal and Casado get some play and some extended run today. I think you can still see that they're being cautious with Bernal, hence why they took him off in the 58th minute. Again, being cautious with him coming back from injury. And I was really glad that Casado got a really, really long run today. But again, they're not Frankie and Pedri certainly as players, but also that's not kind of their game. They're more control the ball, be solid defensively, get it to your outlets, and maybe take your opportunities to advance if they present it to you. But they are safer players. They're not going to have that creativity that you saw when Pedri came on the field. So I think the midfield really missed that. But they did their best, and I'm glad that they just got minutes because they do need that. They're not going to be able to get that every game. But I think that they need them to be part of this team for this run that they're going to have in the second half of the season. My biggest L today, I am going to give to Manex Lozano on Racing Santander because I don't know what he was doing. Like, really, bro, what are you doing? I mean, hey, I am very, very pleased with his decision making because it was extremely poor in the 93rd minute where he had that clear run on goal, onside, and he had his teammate Andres Martin right next to him for the easy layoff, for the easiest goal. Everyone scores this goal in FIFA. Like, everyone in real life also knows that this is the play to make. You pass the ball. As good as Joan Garcia is as a keeper, no keeper can save that when you're clear 2-on-1 versus the keeper and you have a clear player running next to you. You pass that off. And you're playing on Racing Santander in the second division. You have not earned the ego to think, I'm gonna score this myself. I'm sorry. Incredible achievement. He has probably done more in his life than I could ever dream to do athletically, even playing on that team and playing against Barcelona, etc., etc., etc. But still, unbelievable opportunity to tie this game in the easiest way and maybe give your team a chance to upset one of the biggest teams in the world. And that's what you decide to do. You decide that I'm going to try to beat one of the best goalkeepers in the world and finish this off myself and say, forget my teammate, forget the easy goal. Danos this, fine, I'll do it myself. Unbelievable L. Unbelievable L. I'm so glad he got a talking to from Andres Martin after he hit that into Joan Garcia. I think he should be absolutely destroyed in the locker room by his teammates and his coaches for that decision. It's absolutely poor by him. It's absolutely second rate. And I cannot believe that he let them off the hook like that. But I am very, very glad that he did. And I think Barcelona, again, they'll always have something to work on and always have something to think about. And they will definitely have to walk off that field thinking like they got let off easy by Manex Lozano. My MVP of the game goes to Fermin Lopez. I mean, he absolutely changed this game when he came on, not just with that decisive pass, but his energy, his aggression, his willingness to just keep going forward and try to create and try to make something out of nothing. I think, and just add a little bit extra creativity into that team, including Pedri when he came on too helped in this regard. But I think it just helped them out so much. It just picked up the pace a lot more. That's essentially what he did. He picked up the pace of this game for this Barcelona team, and he's invaluable. Whether he's starting, whether he's coming off the bench, sometimes he doesn't have a good game. Sometimes he doesn't have the best game. Sometimes his decision making, you would want him to make better decisions when it comes to like pass or shoot situations. But it's very, very clear that he's an extremely talented player. He's an invaluable player to this team. They need him just like they need all their good player. They need Olmo as well, who plays in the same position as them. They both deliver and they both offer something new, and one or the other isn't quite delivering in the way that you need them to. And so, very, very happy with how he was introduced to this game and what he was able to contribute. But those are my thoughts from this game. Let me know what you think about this game. Let me know what you think about Lamine Yamal's performance. I didn't really get into that, but I think it's been the same consistent story that you've seen from Lamine. Brilliant at times. Want to see a little bit more consistency at times as well in his end product. So, but yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the game that Mark Bernal and Casado had. And if you'd like to see them introduced into the side a little bit more and get a little bit more playing time. But again, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me here. Please like, comment, subscribe, in whatever order you wish to do those three things. But definitely, if anything you do, please comment, please interact. I want to hear your thoughts. And I'll see you next time for the next game.